Good morning to you. You live in a shoe. And it truly is the morning. I am getting ready to go and run some errands. Well, it's not the morning, but it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It is currently 1:09 p.m. and my husband just texted me. And I am getting ready to run a bunch of errands. I'm actually currently looking for my prescription I need to get my hat really quick. My prescription for my contacts, because that was the exclusive reason that I went to Target before I went on vacation. Well, the other day I wanted to go and buy some because I ripped my last contact yesterday, which is why I'm wearing my glasses. Hold on a second. Y'all think I'm lying when I say I keep notes on a daily basis of things I have to do, okay? Contacts, that's on my list for today. Contacts, it's number 1. The Al-Anon meeting, speaking at that, I did that. Buy shoes at ASOS, I did that. So see? And now we are on, hello Boo Radley, how are you today? Come here, honey. Come here. You want to say hello to the people? He says, well, hello everybody. He says, I don't usually get up before 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but I guess I could make an exception for you fine people today. How are you doing? What have you done today? He said, well, I went outside and I pottied and I ran around and chased my brother Pee-Pee. Pee-Pee's he's feeling much better today, but he was being difficult on his medicine. Here's Pee-Pee's little medicine thing that we keep. Okay, so I've got to go buy contacts today. I've got to make my videos. Woo! I already know what I am. And then see here even is my list of what I'm making my videos on. True story. So like on my main channel today, I'm thinking about making a video about Thomas Halbert going to BeautyCon and possibly talking about Jeffree Star a little bit in there and Patrick Star. And then this is my vlog, of course. And then my booktube video, I'm going to probably do a tag on it, but I'm also going to Target. So if there's a bunch of good books there, I might do a haul. And then on my Peterisms channel, I'm going to do either read a Dear Peter, because I found a bunch of them that I didn't know that I had, or that I'm going to talk about, like, coming up. Okay, so I was realizing the other day that this whole, like a couple years ago I had made, I can talk about this when I'm in my car, but a couple years ago I had made this list of, Alex sent me like 3 wavy emotions. Say, hola, senor. It said, it corrected as senior. A couple years ago, I've talked about this on here before, I look like absolute crap today. I'll tell you that story in a second, but I actually went to bed relatively early for me. I made a list based on like The Secret and stuff like that of all the things I wanted to accomplish in my life, all the things I wanted to do. Oh, I need to put my weight in my Fitness Pal. And like I was looking at it and I realized that like 8 out of the 10 things had come true. Like I had like made 8 out of the 10 things on this list come true, or my higher power did, or I don't know what, but so I was like, it's time to make a new list of this. You know what I mean? Like, okay, Peter, like you've accomplished these dreams in your life. It's now time to dream a bigger dream. So I think I'm going to talk about that on my Peterisms channel because I really do believe that. So then I need to clean out one thing in this house today. That's my goal. Just one thing. I went through and I got my emails down to, I now have a total of 150 emails down from 1,400. So I want to go through there and answer like 20 of those today. I need to set up my computer that I got for writing my book and transfer everything over to that. I want to go get a clothing rack from IKEA. I'm going to do that right now. Diet, because I started a diet. And make new dream list. Oh, see, make new dream list. So, let's get on this right now. Are you guys ready? Okay, well, first of all, I have to just tell you that you're just going to have to deal with me for a second while I look for this prescription because I'm so pissed about it. Where should I put you? Are you okay right there? Okay. I've got to look through here and find it because I don't want to drive all the way over to Target where their contacts are more expensive than Costco. I know it's not in this drawer. honestly, I thought I left it in my car, but it's not out there. Yeah, it's not in this drawer. I can throw this out though. I need to go through some of this stuff. You know what song I have stuck in my head? Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Somebody! Do you know that song? Why is it stuck in my head? Is the question. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. I'm gonna have to go there and get it. I'm so pissed. What is this? That's why you should, I have no idea what that is. That's why you should save everything, see? And I do, but I don't save it appropriately. I have no idea where I would have put it. I mean, honest to God, I have no idea. Like, I save everything, and I save it in an organized way. I can't find it. Oh well, I'm gonna have to... I probably threw it away. I probably put it in that Target bag and threw it away. I'm sitting here looking for something that doesn't even exist. Do you ever do that? I'm not doing that. I'm just going to drive to the Target and get it, and I'll just buy my contacts there, and it'll just be easier anyway. Those girls were 100 times nicer than the girls that... or the woman that worked at Costco anyway. She was so rude to me the last time. I was like... Shh. Okay. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. I'm dying for a coffee. I haven't had any coffee yet today. Don't need that. Don't need that. My little notebooks that I used to keep. I've now gone to like the Post-it notes, and I like those better. The long Post-it notes, because I used to use those. But I do need to buy... I don't need anything off that list. I bought everything. Aleve soap, hand soap, Pee-Pee's meds, toilet paper, contacts, and pens. Bought all of it. I mean, I am so on top of it. Outline books, did that. Can you guys believe just even how organized I am? I know people don't believe it, but like... there is really like a system to what I do. Okay. Throw all this stuff away. Now I'm about to go get a coffee. Do you guys like the vlogs throughout the day, or do you only like it when I'm driving around at night? A lot of people are like, oh, I miss the ones where you're driving around at night. But then it's like, to be honest with you, oh, I have to show you this. To be honest with you, it's like, I'm like up till 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm trying to be, okay, so let me tell you what happened last night. So I went up to I took a shower. Alex was going to bed. He was watching TV. I was like, you know, I'm going to go to the casino for a little bit. And he was like, all right, babe. He's like, I've got to work early in the morning anyway. So you go do what you want to do. So I took a shower. I was going to meet my friend Valerie at the casino, right? So I'm on my way, and she texts me, and she's like, the casino is closing. And I was like, what do you mean the casino is closing? So she called me, and we were talking, and I was like, she was like walking out. She's like, the casino is closing. I go, excuse me. I said, the casino never closes. And she goes, well, the casino is closing. And I said, she goes, okay, so Caesars bought out that casino that we go to in Anderson. She said they're closed until noon tomorrow. They're changing everything over. I said, are you kidding me? And I had taken a shower, done my hair. I was all ready for a casino night. And she was like, no, I'm not kidding. It's the truth. And I was like, God, seriously? I said, okay. I said, well, do you want to go to Shelbyville? So Shelbyville's the other casino, right? And she's like, yeah, but are they being bought out by Caesars too? And I said, I think so. I'm not sure. But I said, I can't believe they would close down 2, casinos in one night. And she goes, well, where are you at? Well, I was like a half an hour away from there, but she was like an hour away because she was already at the other casino. And I said, well, I'm just going to head over there. And she goes, okay, I'll meet you there. And then she said, I said, you know, this says a lot that we're driving to 2 casinos. And she goes, I know, but I was so excited to spend the night with you. And I said, I know, I was excited to spend the night with you too. So then she said, well, I've been trying to call there and they're not answering. I said, well, I'll call there too. And I called there and nobody answered. So I literally pull up to the casino. I'm like I'm on the off ramp and you can see the casino to the left. And this is like a huge, like lit up casino, right? And I called Valerie and I was like, I don't think they're open. I think, cause like there's no cars in the parking lot and the parking garage looks dead and people are leaving in mass numbers. So I pulled up and true enough, they were closing at 2 o'clock as well because of the changeover from Caesar. So we said maybe tonight. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe tonight. But I ordered a bunch of stuff from, what do you call it? What can I think? The Art of Shaving. Because, you know, I spend, as you are aware, now I spent some money on this, okay? Because I wanted some nice men's products. Because as you know, I buy all of these products, you know, these like chapsticks. Well, this was sent to me, but I like this one. It's kind of like a little bit of a matte on it. But, you know, people send me all this chapsticks and stuff like that. And, you know, oh, wait, here's the lip plumpers. Got to get ready for the debut, Radley. So, anyway, I got on the Art of Shaving because, like, when I got with my husband, you know, when I'm on dates and stuff like that, I'm not like, I mean, okay, if you are, so that's your business, not mine. But, like, that's just not who I am. You know, I like to wear a good flannel shirt and, be a little rugged. So anyway, and I like masculine scents, like cedars. I mean, and maybe they're not masculine scents. They're just, you know, like cedars and like woodsy smells and stuff like that. So I bought, the first one was, I just threw away the container. Well, I had a small container of this and I bought, and they come in these really nice containers, a sandalwood essential oil shaving cream, okay? And this is 5 ounces, I think. Yeah, 5 ounces. This was $35, you guys, for this, okay? For this container. But, so it has this little thing when you open it. I'll probably show this in one of my main channel videos, too. But it's filled right to the top, and it smells fantastic, and you really don't need a lot of it. So this will last you forever, okay? So that was $35. Well, then, the main one that they're known for is called this Kingsman shaving cream, the Art of Shaving bourbon. Okay, well, let me tell you what's interesting about this. And it looks like that. And when you open it, and it almost has kind of like a gold kind of custard look to it. This one is really nice. Well, what's interesting about this is, I know this is a little, like, you guys are like, oh, Peter, we don't really care about all this, but I'm going to show you anyway. Back in the day, so on our website that Alex and I, well, he runs it now, but I used to run it with him, we would do a sexiest item of the week list, right? The last thing, I want to talk about this in just a second, but the last thing is, I ordered this, they don't have it in the container yet, but let me just tell you, as soon as they have it in this, I'm buying it. They have this bergamot and neroli, shaving cream. This is the best smelling one of all three. Oh my god, I'm taking this to Vegas with us when we go. It is fantastic, and this was $18, which is really pricey for 1.5 ounces, but I'm just gonna make it last. So anyway, what's interesting about this, okay, the Kingsman bourbon, for some reason I was thinking about, Alex and I used to get sent a lot of stuff back in the day because we would do like sexiest item of the week. And so people would contact us and they would be like, can we, you know, do your sexiest item of the week? Well, I even had to buy, look. I even had to buy this vapor thing, and I've never used it, this vape smoker thing. But, so this is for tobacco only, or nicotine, or whatever. EVOD. Okay, so we got sent this stuff by 5 Pawns, and this is this 5 Pawns vapor, and this is called Castle Long. They sent us both of these, and this is supposed to be like some of the best like vape oil ever. I don't know, I don't vape, so see. But look at this stuff. This one hasn't even been opened yet. Is there anything even in there? Or is it gone? You haven't even opened it. Does this stuff just like disappear after a while? Oh, possibly. That can't possibly be the case, does it? Like it just goes away? I mean, we've really had this stuff probably for about 5 or 6 years now. Oh no, it's completely full. Oh my God, it's completely full. So anyway, but this, it smells so good, okay? Oh my God, it smells like a library at fall time with fresh cookies, coffee. It smells so good. So this is like this vape, but I don't vape, so I don't use it. But their main one is called Kingsman or King something. So when and for some reason I remembered that because I had been the one that wrote the little article on it. So yeah, this is all the stuff that. If you ever send me Band-Aids, this is the drawer that they will end up in. See, somebody just sent me these. Oh no, this was in a box. Edgar Allan Poe bandages. But let me show you something really cute. So when I was a little kid, dirty, I went to Mohawk Trails Elementary School, and this is a powwow of a cookbook right here, see? And we had to submit pictures, like in class, we had to draw pictures, see? Now, here's my mom's raw apple muffins. That's her ingredients right there, her directions for raw apple muffins. Maybe I should put them underneath here. Would you guys want me to put that in here? 1981, I was in 3rd grade. In case you wanted to know. But I was going to show you picture that I drew in here. But I can never find it when I'm looking for it. I drew a ball of meatballs. Where is it? Oh, Katie Jackson, I wonder what happened to her. Do you ever wonder what happens to people? Like, where did they go? Libby Collins, I wonder what happened to her. Some of these people's pictures weren't very good. My picture was pretty good. If I could ever even get to it. That girl's picture is real good. Who's that? She drew a picture of, look at Snoopy. Do you guys ever do this? Do you just ever just like, oh, you just kind of like lose your mind, like what you're doing? I know, Tucker. Tucker's down here looking at me. I actually drew 2 pictures. I don't know where they are. Tucker, this book's a bunch of junk. They have my... I just keep on coming back to this pizza. Somebody put Garfield, get out of the lasagna. That is so dumb. Why did they even put that in here? I love that we have like next door names like 1/4, 3/1. Those are like where are my... I wanted to show you guys this so bad. Those are like the classrooms that we were in. Sausage balls. Brandon, he was 2-4. All anybody really wants to know is... Oh my God, I forgot all about her. All anybody wants to know is where their picture is anyway. Oh my God, I wish I could call my friend Heather and send her this picture. This is so funny. Oh my God. I went through this whole thing one day, and I looked all the way through here trying to find this picture. Well, you know what would probably make more sense is if I found it and came back later. Wouldn't that make more sense? I'm pissed, though, because I wanted to show it to you. Oh my God, speaking of Heather, that's Heather Jensen right there. Butterfly pie. It's got all these look, it's got all these butterflies coming off of it. Oh, Heather, you were always so creative, girl. That's why I loved you. We were basically the creative folk. Anyway, artsy. We were artsy. That translates into the gay and his best friend. We were artsy. They knew it too. Okay. Well, if I remember, I'll put my mom's raw apple muffin recipe underneath here, because they really, really are good. I made them a couple years ago. Oh my Lord. Somebody's frozen bananas doesn't look like frozen bananas. Okay, well, I'll show you this later when I come back. I gotta go get a coffee. All right, I love you guys. Bye. Hello. Okay, so I am getting ready to go to the grocery store and get something to eat. Alex just got home. He ate his leftover pizza from the other night when we went to Puccini's, but I wanted to show you guys this first of all. Okay, so I found it. Here are, let me try to cover up the name of the other person. Here are meatballs by Peter Monn. Look at that. That's gonna be my thumbnail. Anyway, meatballs by Peter Monn. I didn't even put, everybody else put their class. I think I was 3-4 because I keep on seeing everybody else that was in my class. So, and then my mom has actually 2 things in here. She has raw apple muffins and she has a Greek salad that I found in here too. So, just in case you want to see it one more time, I was an artist of the world. There's my meatballs by Peter Monn. My little writing. Look at that. The steam coming off the meatballs. Which is so funny because I don't ever remember having meatballs, not once when I was growing up. So I will put the recipe for the raw apple muffins at the bottom if you guys want to go try them out. They were kind of like my mom's like specialty, like raw apple muffins, and then the other thing that she made would be orange bread. And she made it in the oven when I was growing up, but then later in life she had like a bread maker, and I found it the other day. So yeah, it's been a great day today, you guys. I've had a wonderful day. I cleaned out a drawer in the kitchen, so that was my one drawer that I cleaned out. And then I made all my videos, and I made 2 videos for tomorrow. I made my Peterisms video for tomorrow, excuse me, and my booktube video for tomorrow. My camera was completely fine the entire day. Only after like the 5th video did the yellow light go off, and I was like, you know, this is so interesting. The yellow light goes off constantly until I buy a new camera, and then it doesn't go off at all. So, you know, of course, that's my life. But and I'm not really sure what I want for dinner tonight. Alex he had so much pizza. He literally had probably like 8 or 9 pieces of it. And he was watching, what's that show called? Girlfriend's Guide to Divorce. He loves that show. So he was watching that, and I was uploading my videos. It's currently 7:28. I am going to meet my friend Valerie at the casino tonight, since we didn't get to meet last night, which is going to be kind of cool because, you know, it's a new casino, and I'm going to get a card actually. Alex was like, you should get a card so you get comps for when you go to Vegas, for Caesars in Vegas. So I'm going to do that. But yeah, because I don't usually play with a comp card. I used to always, but I just don't anymore. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to see Valerie. Valerie! She watches all of my vlogs. And I was telling Alex the story. Did I get to tell this story last night? Or did I not? Or did I tell it already? About how we we ended up, so it is what it is. So that's that. I got those other 2 videos. They're all uploaded for tomorrow, except for my Peter Likes video, or my Peter Likes Books video. It's uploading for tomorrow right now, and I'm really excited about it. It's something I've never done on my booktube channel, so you have to go check it out tomorrow. And I'm very, very excited. I know a few people out there, Penny, that will that will like what my video is about tomorrow on my booktube channel. And Booktubeathon is coming up in 2 weeks. I have I'm working on a collab right now, which I'm very excited about with, although I will say this, I've had other collabs that were I felt like on both ends were it was gonna happen, you know, and then it just kind of fell short. So I'm not gonna get excited about this until I'm actually there and we're filming it. But I have a collab that could be coming. Kind of an unexpected collab, I think, but we're kind of working out the details a little bit right now. But it is a YouTuber that I really love, so we'll just say that. What else is going on today? Not a whole lot. I'm gonna read a little bit tonight. I mean, it's 7:30, and I'm gonna try to get a lot of my vlog done right now so that, I think first of all, they're easier to see during the day. And the other thing is, you know what I really want is a Diet Coke from McDonald's, but I bet McDonald's is like way packed right now. I didn't film going through Starbucks earlier, I should have done that. Oh my God, McDonald's is absolutely empty. I'm gonna go into McDonald's and get a Diet Coke. I don't even really want a large one, I just want like a regular one. We have a Walmart right, or we have a McDonald's right in front of our Walmart. Are you guys ever just like, there's where I used to go get my fans right there at King's Beauty. Do you ever like just crave a Diet Coke? Like, McDonald's has the best Diet Cokes in the entire world. I don't care what anybody has to say. If you don't believe that, you're wrong. I just need a large Diet Coke, please. And they're like cheaper than the gas station, which is crazy to me, you know what I mean? I don't like to ask people if they want to be on the vlog, so let me go to the side. How are you? Let me see if I can find some change real quick, hold on. Here's 50 cents. Did you say $1.09, right? Here you go, I don't need the penny. Thank you. She was so excited about her job, you could tell. She's literally like hanging out the window. It's probably hot as hell in McDonald's. I can't even imagine. This poor guy out here is like cleaning the windows. It is 87 degrees outside. It's so hot. I go through my day sometimes and I'm like, I see other people like doing jobs that I wouldn't have done. Yeah. Can I get some napkins too, please? Hey, you too. Thank you so much. Napkins are because stuff melts. But I kind of go through my day. Like this is like... And I see people doing jobs that like I would never want to have, and then I'm like, you're so grateful. You know, you should be so grateful for. You know, people used to say to me back in the day when I worked in treatment, they're like, I don't know how you do what you do. Like, it's so difficult. And it's like, you know how like you're kind of made for some things? Like, I enjoyed doing it so much. Like, I loved doing that so much. And I always felt like, A, it was important work. But I always knew that I'm not the kind of person that could sit behind a desk either. Like, honestly, very like fast environments, or where it's something like I probably would have done, and I've talked about this on here before, really well. Like, I have a couple friends that work in factories. I would have done really well working in a factory because you just, you know, go in and it's like the same thing every day. I probably, honestly, would have really done well doing that at one point in my life or another. Like, where, you know, I just went in and I clocked in and I clocked out and, you know, did what I was like supposed to do for the day. Like, I enjoy that kind of like having a schedule. And, you know, I talked on here earlier about, yeah, I really do have a list of every day. And one of my favorite things is, I thought I had my list with me. I usually bring it with me everywhere I go. But I like crossing the stuff on my list off. It makes me feel accomplished. You know, that's like a big ADHD stuff, but like it makes me feel like I've really like gotten a lot done that day or accomplished things, you know? And I think that's important. I think it's important to feel like, hey, you got some shit done today, you know? Maybe I'll drive to, you know what I want, really, is I want these, this is gonna sound so crazy, these blue cheese olives that they have at Kroger. They don't have it at the Kroger near me, they have it at a different Kroger, so maybe I'll go there and see if they have them. whenever you're having a bad day, no matter what you do, you know, like, it doesn't matter what job you have in life. Whenever you're sitting there and you're like, oh, I hate my job, and my job sucks, or, you know, like, I don't make enough money, or God, I work so hard. Look around you in the world and see that there are people that work a lot harder than you do and make a lot less money than you do. And then all of a sudden it makes you appreciate what you have. And, you know, I think that might sound like a shitty thing to say, but it's the reality, you know? I remember back in the day when we worked in, you know, when I was working in treatment, like this good friend of mine that I had, that she and I worked together for, 10 years, and we were co-counselors together for a long time. She said to me, we were talking one day, and she said, you know, there are days that we don't get paid enough, and then there are days that we are overpaid. And what that meant was that there were some days that we came in and it was just like, you know, all kinds of craziness was happening. And we had so many letters to write to, you know, probation officers and judges, and, you know, or maybe we had to make a court appearance. And then there were other days that, like, nothing happened, and it was, you know, playing volleyball in the gym with the patients, or, you know, having a clinical meeting or something. Like, it just really wasn't that difficult, you know? And it was like always, it was never in between. There was always like we were getting paid too much or not enough. And like, I think a lot of jobs are like that in reality, you know? You know what? I'm gonna go to this Kroger that's like not as far, but where do you guys grocery shop? Put in the comment section below, where do you grocery shop? Oh, I could do Whole Foods tonight, but Whole Foods is so expensive. I feel like when I go into Whole Foods, it's going to be like $30 before I walk out of there. That yellow light is actually on. Can you believe it? But I feel like Whole Foods is so expensive. I don't know, like, just to get random stuff. Now, Fresh Thyme, I don't know if you guys have Fresh Thyme, but it's like another kind of like Whole Food kind of place, but not the same. I like it actually better. And, oh, they have that orzo salad, though, that I like, and this couscous at Whole Foods. I just don't want to, I don't look very pretty to be walking into Whole Foods. Who'd care, right? I do, though. I have sweat shorts on and some old t-shirt and a hat. Oh, you look like you do every day. They used to have these corn patties at Whole Foods. Maybe I could get that. That was, like, really delicious. And they have pizza by the slice there, too. They have, like, vegetarian pizza by the slice. You can get, like, 2 for $6, which I think is pretty good, actually. You can get a whole frozen pizza for a third of that, though, right? Now I don't know what I want. I'm leaning towards Whole Foods. Well, I guess I could go into Whole Foods and see what they have. And then, if they don't have what I want, I could go across the street to Kroger, because Kroger is literally right across the street. How long have I been vlogging for that? Almost 13 minutes that the light came on. Well, and you know, I've been filming videos all day long too, so I have to remember that. I'll probably continue to use this camera sometimes, but my new camera shipped already. I got the email for it today, and I was really excited about that. So I'm like, yes, 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 yes. Well, I can talk about this because you guys are gonna know, but I bought all the Harry Potter books today. I was at Target, and Scholastic Books re-put them out in these really neat paperbacks for the 20th anniversary of Harry Potter. And so I've never read all of them. I've only read the first one. So I bought all of them. And the video that is going to go up on Tuesday, which will already be up by the time you're watching this, is my Harry Potter read-along. And so for July, I'm doing the first book. August is Chamber of Secrets. And then each month until January is over, I'm going to read a Harry Potter book so that by January, I'll have all the books done. And you guys, if you have read them before, you can reread them with me. If you haven't read them before, then you can read them with me if you want, or you can say, screw you, I don't want to read these damn books, or whatever, but I'm excited about it. This has nothing to do with the book club. This is completely different. But I will say that I just passed 600. Thank you very much, first of all, I want to say to Mel, my assistant on the book club. She has been awesome over there keeping the thread going. This person just like stopped out of nowhere. But we just passed 1,600 members on the book club.
I'm really excited about that. I honestly thought that this camera was gonna let me vlog for like a half an hour, which is now why I'm like, I bought this Diet Coke and I'm not gonna wanna drink this whole Diet Coke. Because I don't like to drink Diet Coke while I'm eating. Like if I'm at a restaurant, I do, but like at home, I don't. Like unless I'm eating like takeout or something, which I haven't gotten fast food and brought it home in for, well, that's not true, Taco Bell. But I haven't gotten, oh, Taco Bell sounds so good. Maybe I'll just get Taco Bell. You guys are like, didn't you say you started a diet earlier? Yes, yes, yes. I'm starting it tomorrow. I'm gonna start it tomorrow. For all of you haters of Peter Monn out there, it's like, he's never gonna start his diet. Yes, we know that. You're never gonna lose the weight you say you're gonna lose. Yes, we know that. There's no reason for you to comment on it in the comment section below. Screw off. You're gonna be fat forever. I know, probably. Who'd care? Maybe one of these days I'll start a diet and nobody will know about it. And then one day you'll just be like, oh my God, you lost so much weight. Like, what happened? Well, just don't even worry about it. It was one of my 3 wishes. What's your other 2 for you never to comment on my channel again about my weight? And for number 3, who'd care? I think people like think that, like, because yesterday somebody commented on my, when I was talking about eating, and they said you should try this this vegan Cobb salad at Cheesecake Factory. Okay, like that is a really helpful comment for me, right? Because then when I go to Cheesecake Factory, and I'm sure that it's probably a lot healthier than a grilled cheese, that gives me an option of something that I can try. I like when people are like that, right? But when people come to my channel and they say things like, so how's those goals that you set for yourself last year? Which one? Just the weight one? Is that the one you're only concerned about? Oh, why don't you take another picture of me sideways on my vlog and post it somewhere? You know, it's like that. Or it's always like they, I don't know, it's like, you know, I'm not that person that gets real bent out of shape about it. You know what I mean? Listen, I've struggled with this shit for my whole life. It's not like I'm gonna let like somebody, you know, beat me up over it. And I'm sure this shit not gonna troll about my weight. I'm just not. I know it's unhealthy what I eat. I know that I should eat healthier. I know all that, okay? It's just so hard. Every day I say I'm gonna do it. I know I have a food addiction. I'm not stupid, okay? Every day I say I'm gonna do it today, I'm gonna do it today, and then it's like, comes like 5 o'clock, and Alex is sitting there eating pizza when he's lost like 30 pounds, and I'm like, I guess I'll have a Slim Bass shake. Oh, it's gonna be so delicious, I can't wait. You know what I mean? Give me a break. But I know, and then people are like, this is what kills me, okay, is when skinny people tell fat people how to eat. Like, just eat less. Oh, it just stopped. Eat less, move more. Okay. Well, I got Taco Bell. Hate me. I'll start my diet tomorrow, I promise. Oh, my Lord. He didn't even look when he went right in front of me. Who'd care? You're a bad driver, and you're a bad citizen. I know there are people out there going, oh my God, he got Taco Bell, he got Taco Bell. Well, I did, okay? Get over it. One of these days, I'll be the fashion model of the world. And then I'll be real bougie, and like all I'll have is like, I love that these people are riding their bike on the street. They don't, there's like a light for the bike, and they don't have the light. There's like, okay, so in Indianapolis, we have this, what do you call it? We have like this trail, and it runs all the way from like the far north side of Indianapolis, excuse me, all the way to downtown. It's called the Monn Trail. It's probably like 15 miles, okay? And it goes literally right through the city, through people's backyards, through public parks. It's gorgeous. But whenever it crosses through roads, there's like signs for those people. You know, like walk and stop and all that kind of stuff. And nobody follows the signs. They don't, any of them, nobody follows like the rules of what they're supposed to do. So anyway. It turned into a really beautiful day. Earlier, it was like kind of raining outside and stuff. And it's gorgeous. By the way, I can't remember who commented on this, so I'm sorry. You guys, I'm so bad with names lately, but I can't remember who commented on this to me, but or tweeted it to me, but it's somebody who tweeted it to me, is the person that sent the ice packs for the dogs. We have been using them, and it really, really does help the dogs. PB, like if I just like throw him outside for 5 minutes, not throw him outside, but if I take him outside for 5 minutes just to like pee real quick, I don't put it on him a lot. And what's interesting is he is more out of breath when he comes in, but those ice packs, like the dogs love them, especially Tucker. He will just like run around the yard forever. So if you guys are having like problems with your dogs getting like real overheated, and Boo doesn't even want to take his off when he comes inside, what you do is you can either put him in the freezer or the refrigerator. I've been putting him in the refrigerator lately, but they're these little things. They're like Velcro for your dog's necks, and then they have like little ice packs in them or gel packs, and they just get them cold, and then you put them around your dog's neck. By the time you bring it in, they've already started melting, even if it's only like 5 minutes. The other question that somebody asked me was that I turned my camera around. They wanted to know what kind of camera mount I have. Which is like it's interesting that a lot of people ask me that about the camera mount, because I guess like when I used to watch vloggers back in the day, I had no idea how they just had this camera that just would like, and if I had a camera, it would like slide and all this kind of stuff, right? Somebody sent me, it's this sticky pad, and you put it will ruin your car. I'm just gonna tell you that right now, okay? So if you're gonna do it, it will ruin your car. You just need to make a commitment to ruining this part of your car. I mean, I don't know, if I took it off now, I could probably use cleaner and stuff, and like maybe alcohol or whatever to get it up, but it's basically just this like sticky thing, and then you put it like it sticks down onto you, like you take it has like an adhesive on the bottom, and you stick it onto somewhere in your car. I have here, I'll show you. My car is so dirty up here, but I'll show you. See, it's like melted, so the bottom of my camera is like really sticky. I'll show you. So this is what it looks like. Do you see that? And I just stick it up there. Like that. And I just push it down and it sticks. I don't think they're expensive. I think you can get them on Amazon.com or anywhere. And it just sits there. The rattling that people notice on my camera or at the end is actually these things on the side. This is my newer camera, and when I had my camera before, I clipped those off, and I keep on forgetting to clip these off. Do you guys hear that? So I'm gonna do that tonight. I'm gonna clip those off when I get home, because I know that's annoying to people. But it doesn't really matter, because my new camera is coming tomorrow, so ha! Also, my shoes are coming from ASOS, which I'm really excited about, and my bathing suit. So I'll have to do a little haul video and show you guys everything that I bought. But today was a relaxing day. I got a lot of stuff done. I did not convert. The only thing I didn't get done today that I really, really wanted to get done was I want to convert my files to my new computer and start it up. But it has a year of free Office with it, and I don't want to start it until like I'm ready, because I don't want to like start it and then have it sit there for a month and then I've lost a month of free Office, if that makes sense. And so I'm gonna do that. Do you guys want to hear? Okay, so a lot of times when I'm driving around late at night, I think about like stuff that I want to put in my book. And I've currently been going back and forth between two works of fiction. And one is a young adult book, and the other one is specifically for adults. Specifically, honestly, for adult women. It's the story of an adult woman. It's the story of a woman who is in her 40s, and her husband has left her. He's cheated on her and left her. And he did not cheat on her with like a younger woman or somebody like that. He cheated on her with basically kind of like the ex-wife of another socialite in town. So she doesn't really feel like she can compete with this woman, if that makes sense. And her kids, so this woman has kids that are her kids' age, and they're like now reinvented. It's like they've reinvented this family, right? And she gets a call. So she goes to this, I don't want to tell everything about it. I've talked about it on here before. But she goes to the very beginning of the book, like several incidents occur on this night that she has basically decided to take her life. She's like, her daughter was coming home from college, but then opted at the last moment to go with her ex-husband to Cancun with the rest of the family. And she's just like, there's no reason for me to be here anymore. And she's going through like this serious depression. And it's a lot of like, I get into that a lot and talk about that at the beginning of it. And so several events occur, and she gets a call from her friend's mother, her best friend's mother, that her best friend is like basically on death's door, that she has stopped fighting cancer and she is like days away from, you know, she decided that it was like her third bout and like of cancer not being in remission or coming out of remission, and she decided not to do treatments, and so she is literally like days away from dying, and she's like, come down here. Well, she's too afraid to fly, so she doesn't want to fly in a plane to go to Florida, and she lives in Indianapolis. So all this stuff occurs to make her basically kind of like go on this road trip to go visit her best friend one time, see her best friend before she dies. So a lot of times when I drive around, I come up with like what I want to write, like actual whole paragraphs. So like I'll pull into Walmart or the grocery store and those kinds of places, and I will, like I'm CVS, and I will write out like an entire page of like what I want to say in my book. So would you guys like to hear? This happened to me last night. This was the page that I wrote last night. So if you guys want to see my writing process a little bit, I don't want to tell you the name of the book. And this is just really a rough draft. So this is not like, I mean, if you read the book, this probably, it will be something like this in there, but not definitely. And the main character's name is Diane. I'm basing it on my mom's best friend. Her name was Diane. And she's talking to her ex-husband, Ted. I stood there, let me turn this down. I stood there looking at him as if I were the one who had cheated and left. Like I had done something wrong. What's wrong with you? He asked. What do you mean? I said. You have a strange look on your face. Maybe it's always been there. You just weren't looking close enough to notice. Come on, Diane, don't be like that. Like what? I said. But I knew what he meant. Something had changed in me today. Something so small yet so deep, burying away at years of residue from dreams unfulfilled and promises never kept. I should probably leave, he said. I nodded and moved out of his way, stepped aside like I had done so many years before. He stopped just on the other side of the door and looked back at me. You've changed, he said, then shook his head and walked to his car. I lingered just long enough to watch him drive away, to his new person and his new life, away from me. Goodbye, Ted, I said aloud, then gently closed the door. And then on the bottom of this, this is kind of part of my intro, but on the eve of my decided death, several important events took place. I say important because I wouldn't be telling the story if they hadn't. And then I go in there and it's like all these different things happen to her, and she's kind of been planning this, like she's very scared to, you know, even think about suicide, but at the same time, it's like an option for her. So it's very terrifying to her. And I've kind of been researching this a lot with a friend of mine whose mother actually did suicide. And so it's kind of a personal story for me. And I also want to use it as a story of hope for people. So I don't want it to be about that. I don't want it to be about that piece of it. I want it to be about the hope that comes out of it. And that, you know, maybe sometimes in the world there are, you know, signs of better life right around the corner, but we have to take some risks. This person, I guess, is, oh, there's all kinds of people getting out of this minivan. So that's kind of how I work sometimes. This guy's like literally like hitting my car as he's like walking away. So what did you think? Is that something that you guys would like to read or not? It's 30 days in this woman's life and how her life changes profoundly just in 30 days by her just a little bit changing her perspective of how she looks at the world. And it's really a lot of how I feel about the world and about things, but fictionalized, if that makes sense. It's a lot of, you know, fears that we have immobilized. And it's a lot about taking those fears and turning them into strengths. It's a lot about taking risks in life. It's a lot about challenging yourself. It's a lot about being willing to realize that you only have one life and you've got to make the most of it. And so that's what this book is about. And I actually, last night, it was so weird. I was listening to this song, and forever I've been thinking about calling this book, like How to Change Your Life in 30 Days. It was going to be based on this self-help book that she actually gets at the beginning. She goes to this convention. And so it was going to be based on this, and I was, oh, it just stopped. I'm gonna turn it off and turn it right back on. I don't care. But anyway, I was sitting there last night. I was listening to this song, Both Sides Now. That was like one of my mom's all-time favorite songs. And literally out of nowhere, this word came to me. And I was like, that's the title of my book. I was like, oh my God, that is the perfect. I was like, Mom. I don't know why I was thinking of my mom. But I was like, Mom, did you give that to me? So like the book, that had not been the book that I was really, really focused on. You know, it had been the other one, the young adult book. But honestly, I just don't feel it in my heart of hearts right now. I feel this memoir, and I feel like the majority of the people, I would say, you know, if I had to guess, 85% of the people that watch me are women, you know, and of many different age groups that would relate to this story. Maybe not necessarily the mental health issues of it, but maybe just the stories of my life didn't end up where I wanted it to be. The book starts with this line: I always wanted to marry the Marlboro Man. That's the first line of the book. So, you know, it kind of goes into this idea of what we imagined our lives to be that sometimes they don't turn into. And is it too late, or can you always turn your life around? And I'm a believer that you can always turn your life around, that it's never too late, that you can have the most amazing life possible. And I want to offer that in hope through a fictionalized account of how one woman does it. And I would love to do that, and then I would love to like take it on the road and do like, I don't know, like motivational speaking of like showing people like how to change their lives, you know? I think that would be so much fun. And like that's one of the things I'm like really thinking about right now, is if this book ever gets done and gets to come out, then maybe I could do that. So I don't know, is that something that you guys would like to read? You guys are like, no, do the one about the girl that gets killed on the side of the road. That's coming down the road sometime, but it's not right there. So I think that's the book that I'm going to continue focusing on right now, and put the young adult book to the side, because I'm also like been working on my memoir, and that's been really fun, but it's been a labor of love, because I'm having to like remember a lot of stories from my, you know, youth bringing up, and then as soon as I'm like writing one, like another story comes up and another story, and so I'm like having to like kind of put them in order of what I want them, how I want them to be told, so they make sense, and kind of some what does that mean? Sequential order. Does that make sense? Yeah. Anyway, I have no idea how long I've been talking tonight. Like, I don't know if we're at 30 minutes, or if we're at 40 minutes, or where we're at. There's all these people that are like running on the side of the road. I need to be running, not towards Taco Bell, but away from Taco Bell. So, what did she do? She dropped her shoe or something? And here are two guys on bikes. See, this is the Monn Trail. This is what I'm talking about right here. These people are like really, really active. Do you see this? They're like even like, I need to get on a bike or on my running or something. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I've talked like long enough, or you guys, do you think this is a long enough vlog tonight? I think it might just be a long enough vlog. All right, you guys, well, I'm gonna let you go, and I'm gonna go home and eat my dinner, and then I will see you back tomorrow. Let me know what you think about the book idea. I'd be interested. If that sounds like something that you guys, like none of you would be interested in reading, then, you know, that's obviously kind of like a test group. Like, well, Peter, this is obviously not the book that you should be working on. And if it is, then let me know, and then I'll continue to work on it. All right, you guys. I love you. I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.